Have you ever felt like you were in a conversational flow state where it's like everything you say just flat out works? Well, in today's episode 3 of the Confidence Podcast, coaches Jules, David, and I will show you how to get into that flow state so you feel like a verbal ninja. We'll also show you how to recover from conversational mistakes because the truth is you are going to say the wrong thing sometimes. So watch the entire episode so that you know how to own everything you say, mistakes included, and appear a lot more confident. All right, let's get to it. Welcome to the Attractive Man Podcast, where we help men become better men. In these episodes, you'll discover how to improve your dating and relationships, how to break through your mental limits that are holding you back, and how to move through life with confidence and purpose. I'm your host, Matt Artisan. It's kind of like being a kid. We're all connected with ourselves and didn't care what people thought and very expressive and expansive when we were kids. It's kind of like getting back to that state, right? And dancing, yeah, I agree. It's a great tool to just express yourself in public, right? You can practice at home and then do it in public. Just like all these things, talking to the wall, practice at home, recording yourself, practicing at home, stepping into somebody else's shoes, practicing at home, and then when this is all over, you can do it in public and practice in public.
Yeah, you're right. It's literally like being a child. That's always why I go back to those examples of things that I did naturally when I was a kid and I just didn't accept to do them in public because that's the secret. And Julian, you know that you and me will just love to go in loud nightclubs and just have fun. And usually we don't, in those places you cannot talk. However, we're still charismatic just in the way we present ourselves. Like it's obvious that we're charismatic. We take the space. And that's something you learn only because you get into this flow state. Like that's what you said. Just enjoying how you move is you being in flow. You're not asking yourself questions if the next move is right or if it's wrong. It's just trying. It's just doing whatever you want to do. It's the same idea with the philosophy of taking a word and talking about it. It doesn't need to make sense. It's just you flowing. So the core of charisma, if we want to get into this, is more like how to be able to flow. And flow is literally being a child. So I love that. Nice wrap up.
I wanna talk about that as well, because I don't know if a lot of guys have experienced social flow state, but it is one of the most fun experiences that you can have as a human, is to be in complete flow. What the old pickup guys would say, unstifled, completely just loose. And whatever you say, it doesn't matter. People love it. There's an energy behind it. And it's basically like, I'll talk a little bit about how that works, because when you're out in a social situation, you're taking risks, right? Social flow state in a club is described easily. You're going out, you're taking social risks. Because imagine you see a couple girls you really like, you have nervousness around women, an automatic thought's going to come up like, don't approach them, it's dangerous or whatever, It's why it's important to be very self-aware so you can knock them out. But if you instead just acted and kept acting on those impulses, even if there is fear, eventually you knock out so many of these thoughts that would otherwise stop you from taking action. It's like you let go of the ego temporarily and you just have this completely free state that no matter, you're just completely connected to your body in the moment and everything you're saying is perfect. All the movements you have are perfect. Women are noticing you everywhere. That's what charisma develops into, because the more that you actually do that after, you become more and more charismatic. And this makes you more charismatic because it knocks out all the thoughts and feelings that are stopping you from always being in a flow state or charismatic.
Yeah,
so
those
you
thoughts
actually
and
grow
feelings
a lot.
can definitely come up even when you're practicing at home and even if there's nobody there, you're just like, okay, I'm going to do what they said in this podcast and just just speak, and it's all nonsense. And then you start judging yourself and you start, getting in your head, like, why am I doing this?
My
this
mind
is weird.
told me not to do it, so I'm going to listen, even at home alone. How much control do you have if that happens, right?
You just got to own it. Even if you're saying the most retarded stuff, you just own it. Like, okay, I said some stupid shit. Cool. It's kind of like how we say there's either good approaches or funny stories. You're going to make mistakes in conversation. In fact, I was hanging out with my family last night, and I forget what I said, but it was something that just kind of slurred out and didn't make any sense. And it just became laughable, right? That's what people are afraid of, like saying the wrong thing or saying gibberish. And
you are going to say wrong things.
So what? It becomes laughable. It's just a funny story afterwards.
be afraid of saying or doing the wrong thing, or being free of that, because the fear of that would just trap you for the rest of your life.
So guys, we gave you some really awesome exercises. Start doing them, even though they sound weird. Who cares? Wacky. Sing to yourself. Talk to the wall or talk to the glass.
You believe in love and the love. Dun, dun, dun. I can feel something inside me.
Spontaneous song at any moment, even during a podcast. Especially when there's nobody around. There's nobody to judge you. And notice what thoughts come up. Are you judging yourself? Right? And just notice that. Notice what comes up. And also find one of the best things, somebody mentioned it earlier, is improv. Find online improv groups, because sometimes I'm traveling all over the world all the time and I can't find improv groups in every city that I go to. I spend a lot of time in Manila and I haven't been able to find one there. But there are online groups and they can be pretty fun. I've tried them out. There's also online Toastmasters groups. So you're just practicing speaking in front of other people, plus they're giving you feedback.
And it's free.
Yeah, and it's cheap. I don't know if it's free, but it's super cheap. It's like 20 or 30 or 40 bucks a year. Super cheap, almost free. Might as well be free. You can also hop on a call with some of our wing girls and our female dating coaches and role play with them. Role play the approach, role play the date. Role play even your energy, like looking at them, how we said earlier, practicing your smile. And something we didn't talk about is the look. What are you communicating through your eyes? And they'll give you feedback and they'll tell you how it makes them feel. Yeah, they'll tell you the things that all the women you're talking to are thinking, but they'll actually say it. And this can speed up your progress by leaps and bounds. It can 10x your skills with women and help you connect with them on a really deep emotional and even sexual level. So we have programs like that during isolation right now, during the COVID-19, that can help you with that. So we'll put a link somewhere below in the description. Check that out. Click that link. It'll either be a link to hop on a call where we'll assess your situation and see if you're a good fit for that program or not, or it'll be a link. Maybe we'll put a link with some details about the program. We haven't decided yet, but check that out. Take advantage of this opportunity while you're in isolation to work on your charisma, work on your confidence, so that when this is all over, you're a fucking badass. That's all I got to say.
Hey guys, and be aware that me and Jules just started a new program where we help you to go deeper in yourself, get in touch with your inner core, and unlock all your limiting beliefs to help you to be more charismatic without even trying.
Yeah, because I think charisma really comes from within, right? We gave you a lot of outer game things that you can do, actual practical exercises that you can do. But when you actually work on how you feel about yourself internally, I can't speak, and shut out all those demons, it speeds up the process of being charismatic, being confident, and becoming the man that you want to be significantly. You can't just work on the outer game, you have to work on the inner game too, because that's really where everything stems from.
And really, the high level work is using the world. See how I paused there and you listened to me more intently? Using the world to stir up your feelings so that you can dump them and be a new guy each damn time. Dump the beliefs, dump the stories, prove it to yourself. Make your mind your bitch, because, excuse my French, because most people are the victim to their minds. If you don't learn how to tame that thing or start transforming it or changing the thinking in there, you're never going to have control in your life. And you can do that through hard action, or you could do it the smart way by taking action and going within at the same time. Use the world to stir up your feelings. That's why I love model work in our boot camps too. And I'm excited that we're doing it on Zoom calls with students. The guys have been getting crazy results too. They can feel your energy shift, right? It doesn't make that much of a difference. You practice your approaches. You can talk about sexual shame, things you're ashamed of sexually, right? Most men can't even say the words, not most, but there's men out there that can't even say sex in front of a woman without getting all flushed in his face. So have a safe, rejection-free place to bring those feelings up and process them, it's a game changer. It really is. You can grow faster in 3 months than you could 2 years of trial and error if you do that kind of stuff right. So
trying to figure it out by yourself is the biggest mistake that you can do. You're just gonna waste the most valuable asset that you have in your life, which is time.
Blind spots. We all have blind spots. We're all making mistakes all the time that we're not aware of, that we can't see ourselves. That's why a lot of guys go into resignation with anything they try. They don't have the awareness that they're even making that mistake. They get heavier and heavier and heavier and then just give up. You can't really, in real life, pull out a notebook when you approach a girl and it doesn't go well and say, hey, I'm just trying to be like a better man right now. Do you mind just telling me the shit that I did that got you to not be attracted to me? And I'm just going to write it down in my journal. They'll run the other direction very fast.
I've asked for feedback before on approaches. Oh, no, you were good. It's just, I'm in a relationship right now. They never give you feedback, but we will give you feedback, and our models and female coaches will give you feedback through the Zoom role plays. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, the guys have so many results and give us so many success stories from even just the online role plays. It's amazing how helpful it is. So if you guys want that, if you want to role play with models and female dating coaches that are part of the Attractive Men team, or I should say because you want to work on the outer game with the inner game, and you want to jump in or at least get some information about David and Julian's new program that's going to supercharge your inner game, make you feel more charismatic, confident in...
This is going to change who you are. This is going to change who you are forever. You're never going to be the same. You're going to drop all the caca that's stopping you from getting the cool stuff that you want. Just be your own architect. And click the link in the description below if you want to get on a call. We're going to qualify you, so bring your A game. Because we're looking for guys who are ready.
A good example of spontaneous song right there. You can tell Julian's been practicing a lot on his own. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We are The Attractive Man. Jules Bia, David Vibe, Matt Artisan. Make sure to subscribe. Click the bell notification icon because we got a lot of good content coming your way. And make sure to follow us on social media as well and chat with us. We'd love to hear from you guys. Ding that bell right now. And if you're listening on a podcast, make sure to subscribe to the podcast. Love you guys. We'll talk soon.